I want to tell y'all a short story time of how women are being abused, men are being abused, and I'm just going to tell you something that happened in my beauty salon because a lot of my stories come from 38 years as being a salon owner, just hearing stories because we are therapists as well as hairstylists. Okay, so I had a client and she had an abusive husband at home. And he was the type of husband that, yeah, of course, he wanted to take her mind. He wanted her to, he was one of those guys, he come in the salon and pay for her hairdo. And I got to the point, I said, hey, you got to come with your money. All of this, my husband going to come pay after work, woo, woo, woo. I already knew what it was. The husband wanted to see me. He wanted to see me. Okay, let's just be clear. Let's just jump into it. So I got to not telling her about her husband, like just coming out and saying, girl, this man right here, he is for the streets. Okay, I didn't want to tell her that because if he had her mind already thinking whatever it was thinking, it was like, okay, I'm not gonna talk about him. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna help my sister because I'm a girl's girl. I'm gonna help my sisters, right? So I started speaking life into her. Every time she come get her hair done, start speaking life into her. I wasn't telling her anything negative. It was all positive, sister circle stuff, like loving stuff, making her feel wanted, making her feel beautiful, making her just, I was even giving her free stuff like free eyebrow arches, just whatever, free lashes. Like I wanted to give her the total package when she left my salon because I wanted her to feel absolutely beautiful and start loving herself. Honey, she was coming to me for years. And so you talk about years of pouring into somebody, right? So all of a sudden, she got up the nerve to ask her husband questions and start talking back to her husband. And she would come, I would just be a listening board, okay? She would come in the salon. I would listen. I didn't never answer her because I don't, one thing about me with my friends or my clients or whatever is married, I don't get into their business. I don't get in married folks' business. But what I will do, I will say what I got to say, like psychology, reverse it, right? I would never just say, girl, your husband, or girl, you need to do this. So I will never tell a married person what to do because that's your business. Okay, you married that person. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Even if you tell me your whole marital life story, I ain't got no opinion. I'm just a listener because sometimes people just need somebody to talk to. So after a couple of years of just pouring life into her, and I'm just pouring life into her as a person because I know she didn't have it. She didn't have that what she needed. You know what I'm saying? So poured life into the woman, poured life into her. So she got up the nerve, she got up the strength to go to her husband and say, ask him a question, or just start, doing things that she wasn't doing with him before, and he was able to manipulate her. And I guess now he was feeling somebody's in her ear. Somebody's in her ear enough to where this woman is coming home and questioning me. That man came to my salon, y'all, and said my wife will no longer be getting her hair done here. And he had to come tell me. Now, how he know? This is how I know he had her closed in. Because she would come to me to get her hair done. She couldn't even pay me. He had to come pay after he get off work the day she get her hair done. He had to come pay. He didn't even trust her or give her the money, okay? So whatever she asked him for, he just automatically, or however she started acting, he just automatically felt like it was me. Damn right, it was me. Because everybody who come around me gonna get some life. They gonna get some life and some light. Okay? And I'm not even talking about nothing y'all talking about. I'm just gonna give you some life and some light. Because there was always somebody pouring into me. So all I know how to do is pour that cup over into somebody else. And as a hairstylist, I knew that God put me in that field for more than just hair. It was ministry. The man said my wife will no longer be coming here to get her hair done. And I told him just as nice as I could. I'll never forget it. I said, it's okay. The seed has already been planted. And once you plant a seed, all it can do is grow. I said, I thank you for the years that you and your wife came here. I thank you for being my brother. I thank her for being my sister. And just let her know that I love her. And I said, brother, I love you. God bless. And I hope the journey somewhere else is just as good as it is here. That man looked at me, y'all, with the most evilest situation I've ever seen. You know why? Because he didn't like me no more. Because something was planted into his wife through me. He didn't want her to wake up. He didn't want her to have eyes to see. He didn't want her ears to start hearing. Whatever he was telling her, whatever he was making her believe, that was all he wanted. He sent her out to get her hair done and manipulate her to make her think he really just bought that life, but he wasn't, because he didn't even give her the money to pay for her own hair. That was something that had to do with him. That probably was her coming to the salon to get her hair done so he could go see Susie or Janet in that 2-3 hours. You get what I'm saying? Occupy her so he could be occupied. Okay. It's always an agenda with those type of men, whether it was another woman or another gender or whatever conniving thing it wasn't for her. And when she started getting something out of it, he took it away. I never heard from her, never seen her again, only in passing. And you know what I did? Because that was her husband, out of respect, when I did see her in passing, I said hi, and I kept on going. Because like I said, I don't get in married people business. And I just wanted to share that story because there's a lot of that going on. Everybody married ain't married. Everything you see glitter ain't shining. Okay? And ain't nothing perfect. But I got 100,000 stories that sat in my chair. Okay? I'll never name a name. But baby, I got 100,000 stories that sat in my chair. And I got 100,000 stories of my own. Okay? Because I was on every side of the board. Okay? So, listen. Love yourself is the key thing I'm saying here. Love yourself and stay on top of you. When you become ownership of someone, when someone feels like they own you, then you don't have you. Okay? And I just want you to be safe. And that's one of my salon stories that I wanted to share with my community. And I hope that it helps someone. I'll be back with another one.